Okay, so today let's talk about the Windows shortcut keys you probably don't know about. So if you want to be more productive and use a lot of keyboard and you don't prefer to use the mouse, then this video is for you. The first one is the Windows plus I, which helps you to open up the Windows settings whenever you want and on whichever page you are. You can easily open the Windows settings by this shortcut. Coming to the on-screen keyboard, you can open it by Windows plus Control plus O. If your keyboard doesn't work or any of the keys in the keyboard doesn't work, then you can just open the on-screen keyboard by this shortcut key. Then there is Windows plus L, by which you can lock down your PC and you can also switch the users you want, and you will have to enter the password in your PC. And also if you have any work, you can just do this and go, and the data will be safe and the apps will also be opened as well. The Windows key in the keyboard is very useful when we talk about the shortcuts. These keyboard shortcuts can easily do your work in a less amount of time, and you can also be comfortable with the keyboard. So if you are a guy who uses keyboard a lot compared to the mouse, then this is for you. The Windows plus E option helps you to open the file explorer, and you can see the recent files and the files you added recently. And you can also move to various options like documents, downloads, desktop and others. Now as you can see, I opened almost 4 file explorer menus. You can also open various tabs or chromes or applications as you want, and you just can minimize those applications or explorers by just pressing Windows plus M. And I think this is a helpful thing, as you will have to manually minimize all the explorers, which is tedious, right? The next one is the Windows plus R, by which you can open the run menu, and through that you can go to the temp folder and delete the cache files as you do as always. Also you can open various settings or anything you want with the run option if you know the commands for opening it. I prefer using these shortcut keys for getting a better keyboard experience and to write fast. Also, if your touchpad isn't working properly, you can definitely use the keyboard shortcuts or the keyboard itself. Coming up to the other shortcuts, Windows plus Tab helps you open the task view, in which you can remove or add the new virtual desktop, or also you can see various activities you did in the last few time. This is a type of a history in the laptop. The next one is the Windows plus print screen. This is useful for taking a screenshot of any web page or anything you want. You will just take a screenshot by this, and it will be stored in the documents folder again. So that's useful if you take a lot of screenshots in the desktop also. I'm just showing the blog which I wrote the last week. Also, if you want to visit it, I will keep the link in the description below. The next one is the Windows plus comma. This helps you to just peek into the desktop. As any transfer is going on in the desktop, you can just see it and come back to the page which you are in. Now we all love emojis, right? And you also use emojis in the everyday text. So Windows plus dot helps you enter the emoji box, and you can use those emojis in any text box you want or any messages you do. Now you might be knowing these basics: Control plus A for selecting all the files or the folders you want. Also, using Shift Delete for permanently deleting files is also very popular, and you must be knowing about it. This deletes files directly and doesn't contain in the recycle bin. Now we all have opened the task manager for end tasking the application or thing which you have opened and isn't responding, right? So by just Control Shift and Escape, you can directly open the task manager and do whatever thing you want to do in that. Now I think this is very useful shortcut key for day-to-day life, which is Control Shift plus N, by which you can directly create a new folder according to your choice, and you can directly insert the files and folders you want, rather than right clicking and going into new and going into the new folder. This is a very useful thing. Now also for renaming any folder, we need to right click on the folder and just rename. rather than do the F2 button and you will directly rename it, and you just need to enter the name which you want. The next one is the Alt plus tab. By this you can switch between various apps which you have already opened. Like as you can see, I have opened these three things, and by doing the Alt plus tab you can switch between those, and it is very easy to move from one to another rather than using the mouse. Now you don't need to right click the mouse and go to the properties for viewing the properties of respected folder. You just select the folder and enter the Alt plus enter key, by which you can open the properties of that respected folder directly. Like this, as you can see on the screen, and you can further make changes as per your requirements. So those were the few shortcuts which I explained, and I am also listing down few shortcuts which can be helpful for you in various stages. You can just pause the video and take a screenshot of that. And with this I end my video today. See you again in the next video, and do take care guys and be safe home.